Oh my God. Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Hello.
Monday, May 6th and 2024. I'm here with Dennis and Xavier,
Hi.
and we're gonna talk about today's show, which was just
Dandy?
uh,
No.
you know what?
It was garbage.
It actually goes up there in the hierarchy of like top 5 shows I've been able to fast forward through in order to get to something meaningful. I almost can't remember what happened today. If any,
I remember a couple things just because they were so stupid
it's
that
stupid.
they stuck in my head and I'll never forget them because no.
You might at some point forget them. You might get
No, there's one thing in particular that I know I will never forget.
okay. You wanna share that with us?
Well, it's one of the clips.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get to it. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, Jamie, I am changing the opening, but we're gonna do it after the summer break. So we figured
It's coming
today
up
is
soon.
May 6th. Oh, like we gotta believe he's only going to be working for another 3 weeks or so. We think, he
Yeah.
used to take off July and August. We kind of at very latest mid-June, but probably
Yeah.
there's going to be another 4 or 5 weeks of show, and that's it. And then over the summer break, we will change the intro and just make it a little shorter and a little bit less stern people that we've interviewed driven kind of thing. I don't know,
Yes.
music, because I do like the music, and Bon Jovi
Love
will
the music.
that for us. So, and that's who we are. But other than that, yeah. Jeremy wants to know, is there any indication that Howard is in Florida today? I'm wondering if
Yes.
he's at the Knicks game tonight. No, he's not at the Knicks game. As a matter of fact, if you heard the show today, Gary made note of the fact that
Zoss Rapin went to the Knicks game.
and left LA early so that he could get back to New York in time to go to the Knicks game.
It's not time for Pelicans to migrate back to New York.
These two have psychotically failed upwards, and it's just amazing. They will go to the opening of a paper bag, and we're going to talk about Bowie, of course, and we're going to talk.
We have to.
Yeah, because why not? But let's start with Howard and Netflix. So I don't think that Howard really understands how streaming services work. Like, I don't think he understands what happens. So for those of you, yes, baby, yes, baby.
He says he's the king of all media. You should understand streaming. Oh wait, he's the king of radio and yeah. Okay.
Got it. Very good.
Yeah, that's
That's pretty much what he got. Yeah. So he was talking about Netflix. He was trying to understand what, and a lot of people, wrote to him and said, "You're basically an idiot. I can't believe you're still on these kind of services and these programs."
That was his staff.
And I did a little bit of a deep dive. Yeah, King of all TiVos. I did a little deep dive into the Crestron thing, which is what his house is wired with. And the funny thing about it is that you forget that his house was probably state of the art 18 years ago.
in 1987, top of the line. Come to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
Today, not so much. And so, I have a friend down here who's actually building a house, and she was talking to me about how the whole house is wired, so that all she has to do is go on her phone and be able to, like, one touch of a button, shades go up, shades go down, completely like wired. I'm like, yeah, but that's going to be completely obsolete in like 10 years. And she's like, no, it's not. It's like, no. It's absolutely
Well,
positive.
you know what? That's very typical, though. You know how I'm addicted to watching these mansion tours, and a lot of these places still have like the pseudo iPad on the wall when that's just already outdated.
That's
now
the
you just tell your phone, hey, curtains up, turn on this light, and everything does it. It's like anything that we physically have to touch on the wall as a primary source is outdated.
Yes, completely and totally. But at the time, and people still believe this, at the time, it's the latest and the greatest. It's something amazing. So, of course, I fell into this horrible Crestron rabbit hole. Crestron rabbit hole. People are constantly asking the question,
oh my God,
can I remove the Crestron? I have an outdated smart home.
Oh my God.
It's got Crestron and Lutron. So that's be the combo.
Oh my God, it has Lutron also? Oh, this guy's in trouble.
Lutron are like, they go hand in hand in terms of people who bought houses and did all this work for them.
Well,
The Crestron.
Works with Apple, works with.
Please hold. Please hold. But the Crestron and the Lutron are working together. They are in conjunction with
the Crestron, the thing that's dated.
Yes, but it's wired throughout the whole house. So how do you do? I can't see in the Crestron want it removed. I'm being told by the programming techs that this is not possible. I've spent thousands upgrading and it still doesn't work right. Has anyone successfully removed Crestron from their home and just stuck with the Lutron lights? Or heck, even uninstall those if necessary to put in a normal light switch. I just want my TVs and cameras and music to work like normal. And I'm spending tons of money constantly on repairs. So people literally are saying, we don't know if Crestron can be removed.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the interface in that is. You just basically, it's like, my house came with a alarm system from like the 80s. You just kind of leave it there and you just put your thing over that.
I know.
You know what?
Colossus.
This sounds like Skynet. You just can't get rid of it.
Skynet, Skynet self-aware.
You didn't specify if your lighting interfaces are Crestron or Lutron. Unplug the power from the Crestron processor and see
Lutron's been around for a while.
Yes.
And the modern Lutron, it'll work as a dummy switch on the wall. It'll work as an app, and it'll work. It comes with the Pico switch on it that you can just use as a old-fashioned remote control.
Way too much.
It's like it's dummy proof.
This is way too much.
I'm just, you mentioned Lutron. I know a little thing about it.
Apparently, Crestron system controls the Lutron lighting. The programmer didn't want to remove the Crestron system and leave you with no way to control the Lutron system.
So, okay, that's just, how old is this? This is like retarded.
Yes. Oh no, this is
4 days ago. That's how old it is.
It's retarded.
This is
you need to get on this one and fix them.
Beth writing that message?
Yeah.
No, there's no whiteout on the screen. It can't be Beth.
Apparently, when people had done this, they're
stupid.
Combo Crestron.
Don't be stupid.
And
I think the current house interface is a Savant system, but even that at this point is kind of dated.
Hey, that'd be perfect for Howard. He is an idiot savant.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to that point, you know what? Just get up and hit the switch on the wall.
Oh my God!
Because you're kind of hopeless if you're
absolutely insane. Yeah, forgive me for thinking that a company that's been around for over 50 years and presents itself as a very high-end automation system and cost a clerk
Ken knows
should just work without many hours of fuckery.
No? Dude, okay, I have had Lutron for like about 4 years. Never have to think about it. Never have to reset the router for it. Nothing. It just works.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's that. So let's go to Howard and let's talk about his issues with Netflix. And, he only mentioned Crestron once in passing, but I can't stop talking about it because
don't you think that's Howard's go-to every time something is clearly, hipper than him?
That's his
he does. Well, I don't know how to remember. How does a check work? You remember that? Remember that, genius?
Yes, we do.
So there you go. So for him to say, I don't know how Netflix works. Of course you don't, because it's relevant. You're not.
You know that his stuff is outdated. You just know it. It just is. It just is.
100%.
Netflix issues. Here we go. Clip number 1. Welcome to our show.
I was up last night watching the roast of Tom Brady. Nikki Glaser, who was on the roast of Tom Brady, they had a live event on Netflix. I didn't know. According to other people who watched it live, like I did, I was going out of my mind. The sound was so fucking bad. But I'm being told it's like, I don't know what it is, because other people who watched it on Netflix said they had no sound issues. But I don't know. There's something going on either with my cable system that delivers I don't know how Netflix gets into your house, but
what?
I don't know how Netflix gets into your house.
Wow. It just magically appears. It's done by witches.
Dude, he really is a 70-something-year-old man.
Yeah.
Rumor. Yeah, here we go.
Honestly.
It's streamed from a service, Howard. You would either have to get it through your cable.
Yeah,
what?
That's it. Yeah. It comes into the
Netflix
cable.
Through your cable.
I don't know if it's my.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that genius remark?
Glitching that goes on.
Can we just stop the show now and just walk away on that? That's a walk-off right there, bro.
It comes through your cable.
It comes through your internet. Absolutely, Robin.
No, just said Netflix comes down the chimney like Santa.
Yes. Actually, you have to go to Blockbuster and rent it.
No, you got to get it in Circuit City.
Seriously, can we just walk off on that? Good night, guys. Thank you.
Like and subscribe. Can you imagine? No, Hooper, he's not playing the I don't know shtick. He doesn't know.
Maybe he's waiting for the SIM cards to give it to him.
It comes in on SIM card. Sure.
I bet he doesn't even know what a SIM card really is, honestly.
No, he doesn't. He has no idea.
No freaking clue what a SIM card is.
Now let's continue with our Netflix query.
And it's absolutely annoying. And I notice when I go into Netflix, there's a spinning little, like the old days of the internet, like a spinning little thing for about 30 seconds.
That says it's doing something. It's trying to find itself.
Right. Trying to catch up or whatever the fuck it's doing. You're right. And I got really annoyed. I was like, wow, this sucks. They should not have live events. They can't handle it. But maybe, but I sat through the shitty sound and
do you think
I thought that, of course, as you know, Kevin Hart was great. Jeff Ross was great. And of course, our guest today later on killed. I mean, Nikki Glaser got like a standing ovation. So, what type of internet? Wait, so you know that he's using a dedicated, he probably still uses a T1 line for his Zoom broadcast.
Yeah. Bro, I think you're giving him too much credit, man.
Well, I know, but the thing is, it sounds like he has horrible internet in his house. So there's no way he's using that internet for this show. There's no way. It's like the house internet is different than his internet, and I guess Sirius pays for one, and he doesn't know how to branch off of it.
Well, how old is this house in Miami?
Times because internet
20 years.
Working 20 years. Right. This is 20 years.
You know, a lot of time what happens is these gigantic mansions, they're still using the same infrastructure that was originally put into the house.
Hello,
copper wiring that's mice have eaten into it and it's just degraded. And it's all you do is call the cable guy to come over and say, "Hey, man, run me a new line," and they'll do it. But that line's like it still says Pac Bell on it.
And make sure you connect it to my TiVo so that
yeah, exactly. All analog and crappy.
And yeah, so yeah, Netflix is buffering.
I mean, honest to God, I just have 50. I have a fiber, and I only have 50 over 50, right? Which isn't even near the fastest, but literally, I could have everybody in my house be watching Netflix and nobody buffers.
No problem, right?
No problem at all.
None.
I mean, I'm doing this right now, and I know they're streaming out there.
YouTube and Netflix, they have the codecs on their information so compressed that you don't need a whole lot of bandwidth to handle it. But unless you live in how much did supposedly the Amazon guy offered him? He got 300 million.
300 million
for what? For what? Absolutely garbage.
Well, for the beach.
A tear down. It's a tear down, bro.
And I bet you, I keep forgetting that also that he's in Florida, and I bet you the Altacacas that owned the house before he did are the ones that set up the system that's in there, and didn't do anything to change it and just left it as it was.
So wait, they spent all that money on the closet, which was actually his studio.
That's a good point.
And they didn't do any upgrades to the infrastructure of this house.
Why?
Even let's just give them credit that they're the victims of just old, outdated technology. These days, you can just literally, you don't even need wires anymore. You know, he literally paid put in one of those 5G gateways in his house, put a couple extenders, and he's done. Or it's just so stupid that he's. But you know what though? I think a lot of it he just likes to play the dumb broad.
No, this is real.
I think he just likes to play the dumb broad.
Quitter says
somehow it lessens whatever because that's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about the roast.
Quitter says, can we agree that it buffered for 2 seconds and then worked fine, but he needs to turn it into a bit? Yes, that's
probably.
That's
he's got to be the broad victim, bro.
Always,
dude.
Okay.
And you know what? Everybody's talking about this roast. Nobody's talking about anything he did last week.
No, and actually, most people aren't even
that's got to bother him on some level.
Yeah, but he's being paid to talk about the roast. I mean, so therefore,
cool. But you know what? But here's the thing is, I've heard everybody talking about it. Everybody saying how absolutely devastatingly funny it was and how brutal it was to like Kim K and other stuff. He comes in and makes it all about him. He's not talking about the roast.
Correct.
He's talking about his experiencing trying to get to the roast.
Of course. But he goes on. I mean, it's not like that's all he talked about, because he did go into the roast. He went into
Sure.
He talked about it. So this is just the start of the show. This is the first 3 minutes of the show. Then he decides he's going to talk about the Knicks, and it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, Nikki Glaser was absolutely a little cringe today. Not gonna lie.
I have some thoughts on that when we get to her.
I did feel, I made a thread about it. I apparently, unbeknownst to me, so did Xavier. But,
I don't know what you speak of.
But apparently she did kill last night because she had the crudest, rudest, and most fundamentally.
I don't actually even think it was that good. It was kind of blah.
Compared to everybody else there.
Yeah, but everybody else was really awful.
Yes,
I mean, that's like being somebody that's 6 foot tall when everybody else is 5'5", and you're the center on the basketball team. I mean, that's literally what we have here.
My man is king.
Are you saying it's like having the home run record in Special Olympics?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
You have the 100-yard dash record in Special Olympics.
Yes.
That's what we had today.
So, okay. So for those of you who are listening tonight and were living under a rock yesterday, Netflix, and maybe it wasn't broadcast anywhere other than the United States. So, apologies.
I didn't watch it.
For our apologies for our friends in Canada who are asking what roast, because Tom Brady, the quarterback, used to be with the New England Patriots
and the Buccaneers,
was roasted yesterday in Los Angeles by the best roasters that there are. So
Come on.
Who wasn't there? Jeffrey Ross? Not one of the best.
They're all the best roasters are dead. That's the problem. We got what's left. Who's alive?
Okay. So,
I mean, seriously, Jeff Ross is the best one out of the group.
Let's not go back in time.
I understand that, but nobody is very good. They're all too safe. They're all politically correct. Nothing.
No, I didn't think anybody was politically correct.
Oh, they
were calling Trump a retard. They were like, they were a little.
Yeah, well, the hair plugs weren't mentioned, and you couldn't mention Robert Kraft. You know that.
Who'd that come from other than Tom Brady?
I understand it. Who cares? It's a roast. Nothing should be off. Ask Gilbert about that.
And they didn't.
Nothing's off the table.
They didn't until Tom Brady came over to him and said,
so what?
Say that shit again. But
then
here's
the thing. The Ken doll hair.
Tom Brady's like 6'5". What's his name is like what, 5'2"?
5'2". On
his best. Go hide under a guy. He can run under a table and hide.
On his best day. On his day. But listen, I thought that I'm gonna disagree with you. I thought that some of the commentary that they did was really, really good. I think that there
was some really good.
You remember, this is like being in a desert and somebody gives you a glass of warm water.
Still,
I mean, that's literally what this was.
Dennis, I'm gonna disagree with you only for the reason that it shows that the hate of Kim Kardashian can unite the left and the right. That was.
I will say that the Kim Kardashian stuff. All right,
that was.
I'll give you that.
Brady gave her a good one. It's like
Kim Kardashian can unite us all.
You know what? I was talking to him about this. Is she thinks she's laughing with us?
Oh no!
And she learned last night. No, the world is laughing at you. You're not laughing with us. You're laughing at you. And the fact that they didn't even let her talk, the crowd just kept on booing her, and you can see she got frustrated. That was a beautiful thing. That was like. That's as close as we'll ever get to Hands Across America again.
Well, we'll come back to that because I do have some clips from that. So we will talk about that when we get to it. However, we are going to go to the Knicks now, and we're going to talk about Howard's, new fascination with the Knicks solely because they're in the playoffs.
You know why?
Because they have a really good team?
No. You know why? Because he wants those tickets again for the giveaway.
He's in Florida.
I know, but for next year, so he can get the seats on the floor again.
Sus Rapin went to the show for free.
Understand, but in his mind, he needs to butter these people up so he can make sure he gets front row seats.
Oh, it'll totally happen. I don't even think he needs to butter anybody.
You got to remember who he is.
I think that he's trying really hard to be a guy.
No, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, he's trying really hard to be a guy. So here's him talking about basketball. This is really, truly one of those moments that I wish Arm was here, but hopefully you two can talk to what he's talking about.
Yes.
Listen to what he says. Well, don't listen to it. Just understand that it's absolutely, he's reading it and has absolutely no idea what he's saying. So here we go. I mean, it's so stupid. I literally recorded this like half hour ago because I couldn't believe they was saying this shit. Here we go.
But, this is kind of new. It has been a long time.
Those motherfuckers keep you on the edge of your seat too. The Knicks blew a 22-point first quarter lead, and they were down by 3 points going into the halftime. And
He's reading.
Oh yeah, absolutely, he's reading.
They do this every time. They make it a nail biter.
Period.
This kid they have, Dante DiVincenzo, he defended Tyrese Maxey, who's so good, but as soon as
this is sad.
Listen,
oh my God.
Sad.
Are you kidding me?
Can we finish it though, please? Can we finish? Okay, don't.
No.
Hang on.
As soon as Dante got on Tyrese, they shut him down. Maxey only had 17 points on 33% shooting, and I was impressed.
Listen to you. What
show is this? She says. Are you kidding me?
My God, I mean, literally reading off a piece of paper, including the stats. Including the stats, because he never watched the game. He didn't watch the game.
Of course not.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I know.
I mean, it really is embarrassing.
How pathetic is that?
Oh, God. That's sad. I mean, honestly,
I don't know who he's trying to impress with this. You know what I mean?
I don't know either. I mean, it's like Richard Simmons dressing up in a suit coming into the show. I mean, that's the level what this is. I mean, this is pretty bad. Because, he should talk about The Bachelor. He really should stay away from basketball.
Dude, that was so freaking ridiculous. That's what he does with when he does the wikis and stuff. Fred should have asked him a question about it.
Oh my God, head would explode.
This is just like that moment.
So of course, because the Tom Brady thing was going on in LA, who had to be there? Who goes to the opening of a paper bag?
Hello.
That's right. And
buddy.
So Gary had an amazing weekend. Let's take a look at him on his way into the roast.
Look at this.
Just because we should.
I wish the podcast had the video because
yeah,
dear God, this is an embarrassment this is an embarrassment, period. A tuxedo jacket over a untucked shirt.
A velvet.
That's unfitting. Oh, a velvet tuxedo jacket over an untucked shirt with a pair of slacks, and then the coup d'etat, the white Adidas sneakers.
They're not even good Adidas sneakers. You know, I collect sneakers. These are like cheap Adidas sneakers. These aren't even a collab pair of Adidas. These are like the ones you can get at like Marshall's for like $29.99. And you know what? Nobody wears their pants like that anymore, Booze.
They're like all bunched up on his shoe.
Oh,
that's embarrassing.
I mean, show a little ankle, tighten these puppies a little bit. They
aren't. He probably has a 28-inch inseam because he's a monkey. He didn't have time to get him tailored, but that jacket is embarrassing.
Oh my God. And there's nothing worse. There truly is. And I am such a black fiend.
Two different shades of black.
Different shades of black. This one is so cheap. It's almost blue. It's disgusting.
That's untuck it, baby.
To say nothing of those.
Look at those teeth, though. Good Christ.
Good Lord.
Don't you think he could don't you think he could spend a few bucks and get those choppers fixed?
Here's the sad thing. I think I have no comments whatsoever on this outfit. It's so horrible, but I could almost guarantee you that these black twill pants, which are the only good black on him. So if you notice the black trifecta here, there's only one that's actually really black, and that would be this one. This is sort of black. This is sort of blue. This is the only black here. So I guarantee you spent money on those pants.
So Monique, no, those are probably Dockers. Dockers has real black, and they would fit him.
No, they don't, Dennis. No,
they don't. Dockers has real. I have black.
No, you don't, Dennis. No, you
my God, no, I don't have black pants.
No, you don't.
So it's like Father Ted. They're very, 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 very dark blue.
Gucci and some really good Japanese brands are the only ones
that have black.
That have black. This is black. This is not black. This is not black. This is black. I'm just telling you, he spent some money on the pants. He went all out, and these are probably brand new. I'm surprised I don't see the crease lines from the hanger.
Wait, why are we spending this much time on Gary's crotch?
Too much.
It's hilarious and it's disturbing.
Okay,
Because we like it's fun to pick on him.
It's fun
Yes,
to pick on
yeah,
the monkey.
fashion maven. I know you're just very into your blacks as well. But let's listen to Gary's weekend, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Yeah, but Gary had a wild weekend. He was in L.A. And then he told me Gary was invited to the head of Netflix's house.
Hashtag Netflix.
What's it? Ted Sarandos.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah?
he was there with like every major comedian. What was that all about, Gary?
So it's a Netflix is a joke festival. It's a comedy festival. It's this week and next week. So it's like every comedian in the world is doing it. So Ted throws a brunch just for the talent. So it was just
at
all
his
the
house.
Comedians at his house. Yeah.
Wow. That's weird.
Wow.
Why would he do that? Have all those comedians to his house and you?
At their house.
Well, it's first of all, it's on his front lawn and it's catered. They bring in, it's not like everyone's in his house.
No, they're not in his house. Yeah.
They're not in his house. We're on his front lawn eating very good food. And but I have to tell you,
who are these people?
Billionaire at this point, right? I mean, he's got to be multi-billionaire. What's his front?
Sinbad, dude.
There's a front lawn,
like a park, like Central Park. Right?
Yeah, I mean, what are we looking at? Where is he? Like, is it like Beverly Hills?
It's in a nice neighborhood, and it wasn't like it's not an insane front lawn, but it's still beautiful.
Yeah.
So here's the picture that we're all talking about. I too was shocked to see Sinbad. I didn't know that he had a stroke. I was asking people.
Oh dear God, that's Sinbad.
Yeah, they got the purple blazer.
Oh my God, I
Blazer.
thought that was like what's her name that did the poetry?
How horrible is that? Maya Angelou?
Yeah, so that was Maya Angelou. That's Sinbad.
Yeah, how sad is that?
I see Jim Never Laugh Again. He's over there.
Oh wait, you also missed. Oh man, I can't believe I missed out on. I had the picture up. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm scrolling through. Scrolling. Please ignore the words.
Dropping frames.
Lots of words. Dropping frames.
A lot of words.
Dropping frames.
Lots. Okay, here it is. So yeah, let me go to it now. So here's the group, and then here's the big picture. Here's the big picture, so you can all see. And of course, none other than your friend and ours. Hang on, let me get there. Gary of One Shirt. Yes, Gary with the same navy blue with white piping shirt that he has worn to absolutely every single thing he has ever been at. Gary of One Shirt. Yes, it is. Yes, that's him.
Good Lord.
Just awful. Really just awful.
It is Kevin Hart next to him. He's probably on an apple crate, right?
Oh, I thought this was Chappelle. Is that
Chappelle?
Where? That looks like Chappelle.
Yeah, and there's
maybe okay,
right?
Yeah, I don't know. And there's Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross, yeah.
And there's Jon Stewart.
Where's Jon Stewart?
The guy with the beard.
He the guy with there on the right.
Here.
Yeah, that's Jon Stewart.
Yeah, I mean, looks like Jon Stewart. I mean,
it looks like what's his face? Who was the Proud Boys guy?
No idea.
No idea.
About the guy who started the Proud Boys, who used to be part of Ice.
No idea.
No idea. I really don't have any idea.
Okay. Never mind.
I guess they gave had to give Kevin Hart a booster seat or something so he can.
So yeah, somebody actually posted who the people were. Okay, John Mulaney, Nick Kroll, Richard Kind, Kevin Hart, Kurtwood Smith, Deborah Jo Rupp, Lil Dick, Judd Apatow, Jim Gaffigan, Bert Kreischer, Ted Sarandos, Tiffany Haddish, Sinbad, Jimmy Carr, Pauly Shore, Chelsea Handler, Natasha Leggero, Jimmy O Yang, Ken Jeong, Atsuko Okatsuka, Sebastian Maniscalco, Ron Funches, I don't know who that is, Stavros Halkias, Dave Chappelle, Jon Stewart, Jeff Ross, Nick Offerman, Dimitri Martin, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh God, and no mention of Gary.
Well, hello.
Oh.
The hell is going on? Yeah. Okay, so that's basically where Gary.
My party is at 9, but identify me as at 2.
So yeah, so that's the crew, and that's where he was for the weekend because Gary obviously
He's still there.
everything.
So
Is he still there?
He has to be. I mean, the damn thing ended late last night. He was on this morning, so I'm figuring he was in the LA office
Handling things with Nikki Glaser, right?
Yeah, who strangely was up really early in the morning.
Yes. Okay. So here's Gary being impressed at the.
Yeah, where's Shuli in this picture?
Yeah.
No,
I know.
no.
This is like skinny, high pitch Eric.
Nobody from Uncle Rico made it to that to that party.
I couldn't make it. I had
what a
obligations.
shame.
So funny. There's always one guy who will go in the water. Always one. There's just always one guy.
And he's a little toasty
that guy.
there.
Yeah,
That's the guy who they did the Van Wilder movie based on his life. That
Who was
dude is it's some comedian. I forget his name.
Oh,
Is
really?
that Bert
This dude,
Kreischer?
You actually
I
know
work
who
with-
that person is?
I don't. Yeah, that's a Van Wilder guy.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, let me see.
Dude, his name escapes me, but that dude, no joke, dude. Yeah, Bert Kreischer. There you go.
It's Bert Kreischer. Yeah,
He never stops being that guy, man.
he is that guy.
Never stops. Dude, yeah, no. I got stories about that guy.
Gaffigan, John Mulaney, who seems to be very hot these days. There's little wee little Kevin Hart.
Oh my, yeah, he almost disappeared. He's so tiny.
No, he's a wee man for sure.
He's a wee man.
Well, when he crashed that CUDA, I was figuring he was sitting in a baby seat or something so he could reach the pedals.
Nick Kroll.
Do you think Shirley blogged about why he couldn't show up for this thing?
He
had obligations.
Yeah, of course he did. He always did.
He had another event.
Yes. He had a bus tables for a bar mitzvah.
So Gary, of course, was so impressed by the valet. This is what wowed him there. Here we go.
When the valet came around, I was with Ross. We got into the car, and there were a valet on each side, and both of them pulled out the seatbelt and moved it over to hand it to us.
Oh wow!
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 What do you mean they pull? You mean like while you're sitting in your car, they buckle you in like a baby?
Almost. They don't buckle you in because that would be touching you, but they bring it far enough over to you so you can. You know how when you get in a car, you're always like grabbing for the seatbelt.
Yeah.
They hand it to you.
Wow!
I never heard of that before. Wow.
And he didn't tip.
Of course he didn't tip. What are you kidding?
Yeah.
Charity tip. That's funny.
Dude, if you get the right working at the right casino in Vegas, you can make 6 figures doing that.
That's amazing.
Like no joke.
Yeah, it's amazing. But hey, whatever. The tipping culture in Vegas is out of control as far as I'm fucking concerned. I think it's
but what I'm saying is Gary would never tip anybody for anything.
Oh no, please.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to so Howard then makes note of the fact that Gary is in fact standing next to Chappelle. I don't know how Gary squeezed his way into the Jon Stewart, Chappelle, Ross trifecta over there, but nonetheless, here's Howard's question about Dave.
What about and Chappelle? Any word on why he won't do our show? I mean, we were his guys for a long time.
No, you weren't.
So you never want to put anybody.
No, you weren't.
Dave. He, I don't go up to him, but he sees me. We're at the bar, and he gives me a handshake and a big hug. And I said, "Man, how you doing?" And he goes, "Good." And the first thing he asked me was, "Where's Beetlejuice? How's Beetlejuice doing?" And I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it doesn't ask about Howard, doesn't even give a shit. So then, of course, Gary being Gary, because Gary's job is to get guests in, right? So
not really.
Oh my God, can I just finish? And so
yes.
And so this is his line. This is his line to Chappelle that he thinks is like the best thing that he's ever heard before. Here we go.
I tried to this is a good line I had. I said, "Dave, Howard loves you. The couch is always open."
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated with him. I always thought,
Not in front of the court.
I always thought Chappelle would make us a regular stop because we were there from when he was even before the Chappelle show.
No, you weren't.
Oh,
No,
dude,
no.
you have given away all comedians. You don't.
You know what? This is what the Stern Show is. Howard won't show up to his own show anymore, so he should shut the hell up.
Monique, it isn't all comedians. It's just male comedians. He'll have female comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not funny, but they call themselves comedians.
Or new comedians that he somehow gets paid to promote.
Well, if they're homosexual or trans,
well, no,
definitely on the show.
Maniscolo for some reason he had on the show.
Always on the show, man.
Who's a trans comedian?
I don't know. I haven't found one yet, but he'll have them on as soon they'll be on. You damn well know that. Chappelle will not.
Right. It was
on before
Killer
Chappelle.
Soup at one time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he used to.
On a lot. Yeah.
And I would invite him to things, and
He's so full of crap.
I feel like I must have done something or said something, which would be typical of me. But
Well, remember when Dave quit his show?
actually
Howard,
care anymore. But I mean, I just thought it was odd.
Yes, Xavier.
When Dave quit his show, Howard was perplexed that Dave would give back with all those millions of dollars. Remember? And he just absolutely said, basically called him the biggest fool in history for leaving his own show. So, like, you don't think Dave is aware of the dynamics of how he got clowned by Howard when all that shit was going down?
So cute. So, you want to know what the reason was that Howard gave for why he thinks Chappelle doesn't go on his show anymore?
Why? Tell me.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I love the pauses.
Maybe Chappelle doesn't like me anymore because I like trans people. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's exactly it.
People too, but he has trouble explaining that.
Oh, right. Yeah, he does say he likes them, but then he seems to get in trouble with that.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
What an odd statement.
He really thinks that people spend time thinking about him, doesn't he?
He does.
He's so full of himself. Isn't it crazy?
And not only that, I mean, we can segue into the box office for this weekend. Why would anybody come to the show? For what reason? To just say hi to a Zoom meeting monitor? It doesn't. Yeah. You don't get to meet Howard anymore. You don't get any sort of bump from being on his show, and you get dragged down for 2 hours of your precious time. Why would anybody who's successful be on his show?
So Emily Bland, what Xavier was talking about, Emily Bland came in on Wednesday to pimp the Fall Guy.
We're gonna come back to that too. Got to get a clip on that. But before we get to that,
just a tip.
Let us fondly hearken back.
This is very exciting. Robin's going to do the news, and we got some great guests coming in. Hey, what are you guys laughing at so much? I think I failed them too much.
Look at Gary as a monkey. Look at Dave Chappelle as Robin.
Let's play a new video of Baba Boogie's Bonanza. Robin, you show the tape. What do you think?
Well, Howard.
Hey, Robin, what's the matter with you? You have a goal?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Really? Probably a chest goal. Hey, Robin, you take a temperature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just stick the thermometer. Oh, very good, Robin. Hey, I'm getting a fever just watching. Hey, let me tell you something, Robin.
How insane this is.
My thermometer down there. Mine only works rectally.
Does anybody remember this?
No.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant.
Should I continue it?
No,
yes, please,
I'm good. Whatever.
All right, Robin.
I think it's funny.
Well, I thought it was great, didn't it?
All right, let's take the call. Ask people what they say. Very good, Robin. Billy, you're on the air.
Howard. Is Howard?
Yeah. What do you think of the tape?
Howard. What's up?
New York, you're on the air.
Yo, Howard. What's up?
LA, you're on the air. Jerk. Probably offended Jackie. Yeah. Yeah, LA, what do you want?
Look at the Baba Booey with flossing.
Who's this? You wear panties? Okay, do me a favor. Repeat after me. I am a dog. Get out of here. Shut up, a booey. Oh, man. I can't take it. So, LA, am I correct in assuming that you are not wearing panties?
Yes. When are you getting a new TV show?
Hey, that's what I'd like to know. I want a network show.
I think for TV you have to have a hook.
Hey, let me tell you something. I got a hook. It's on my face. I should be.
Jesus Christ, how crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is so incredibly stupid, but it is so on point. It
I know.
literally is so on point.
The flossing of the teeth was just the one that killed me. I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, good Lord, where is this from?
Who has actually seen that before?
Really not too many people, because I'm telling you, I pulled this as let me see how many.
Who the hell is playing Howard with the big
104
fake
viewers.
nose?
I don't know. I don't
It's well
know.
down through my legs, man, and through my eyes. All right, I can't take it anymore. Let's
God,
do
the
a commercial.
mocking Robin.
Oh, very good. Look at this. Well, no wonder. Oh, what are you, a teacup? Very excited. Yeah, Rob. I don't appreciate the way you be calling attention to people's voices all the time. Hey, Rob, we're on the air.
Oh, the face.
But he clowning everybody on the show. Oh my God.
Delicious. Sorry, I found that today and I was dying, so I had to share.
How did you find that?
You know what?
That's a rabbit hole, baby.
That dude. I mean, come on. Between most of us, we've seen like almost every Howard clip.
I know. I might have.
I've never seen that before.
Somebody has to download that for us.
And strangely, Howard never talked about it.
Never.
Mm.
Never. Well, it's just like I had to download this. Okay, sorry, I have to have that in my life just for a little while, so humor me. All right, let's move on. So, okay, so then a caller calls in and asks this question.
Hey man, I'm a big audiobook guy, and I noticed your books aren't on Audible.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Why?
There's a very good reason for that.
Okay.
Waiting.
Reason is because I'm lazy. I can't stand reading a whole book into a microphone. I tried it when I put out my first book.
Yeah.
Maybe it was my second book. They were like, hey, the audiobook market is growing, and you need to do this and blah, 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 blah. And I remember I sat down and I started reading it. I was like, this is ridiculous. How many more pages? Like 400 fucking pages. I got to sit here. I wrote them, but it was like, what the hell? I didn't know if I knew I had to read it, I would have like sat there and written like only 100 pages, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So then he goes on to make another excuse. Okay. So we all know he was lazy.
No. It isn't about being lazy. It's about the money. They weren't going to give him any real money to do a reading of his own audiobook. And that's what he was looking for. He was looking for probably double the cash to do an audio version. And they weren't going to pay him that. They're going to probably give him a little bit extra. And that's it. That's what it comes down to.
It'll come out right after the Blu-ray of Private Parts.
Yes.
You mean the director's cut?
The director's cut. No, he never did a Blu-ray version.
Nope,
well, you get out just a DVD.
Yes.
Well,
there's no extras.
Well, because Reicher Entertainment went belly up. No, I mean,
I don't know.
And I guess nobody else bought what came in and bought the rights to the movie.
Yeah, there was nobody lining up to own that. Trust me.
Yeah. We've done several deep dives on the whole Private Parts debacle. But then he goes on to say that the reason he didn't do it was because, he wanted it to be a really big production. And then, while they were saying words that were like, his mother talking, he wanted his mother to do it. And when it was his father, he wanted his father to do it and to almost do it like an audio play. But, it was just too time consuming and it was just too much work to do. And, it wasn't just coming out.
Isn't his last book essentially he just printed the closed captions for a bunch of clips that were on
interviews that already exist.
So it's like
interviews that already exist.
Yeah, exactly.
So the funniest thing that was ever done with his book is the fact that David Letterman at some point got James Earl Jones to read from Private Parts. And that's the only thing that's ever been out there.
I'll have a special sex chair to sit in. And I'll strap on some goggles and choose between Heather Locklear, Cindy Crawford, or 3 hot lesbians. And I'll have hot monkey love with all my new girlfriends.
Yeah, that's all you're going to get. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all you get.
It'll be right after Porky's. High School.
The musical.
Yeah, Howard Stern High School years.
Porky's the musical. Okay, so then after that, we started talking about, big boy. Big Boy learned how to restring his guitar, so we're going to hear about that because
And this
wonderful.
and Monique,
why are we doing this show?
This is the thing I'm never gonna
This is
forget because
horrible.
this sticks in my head.
What?
Like a full-grown adult needing a guitar string tutor.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's all that's running through my head, and I can't get it out of my head.
But he's so proud of himself. He's such a big boy. I don't know why you're not understanding. He's such a big boy. You should be so proud of him.
I actually learned how to restring a guitar. I restrung this whole guitar right here.
The whole guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I put new strings on.
All 5 strings.
Not so easy.
I learned.
Like, you gotta
6 strings.
How
know.
many strings?
6 strings.
I would imagine. I mean, that you still can play it after you restring.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Look. Check it.
So off.
See, this is a new guitar, but they sold me a guitar with old strings.
Old
strings.
It was terrible. I'm like,
How?
Okay, yeah, that doesn't happen. So
How do you get a new guitar with old strings?
Right. So when you buy a new guitar, they string it.
Yes,
That's usually the way it works.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah, because
the way it
it's
works.
working anyway.
Buy a new guitar, they string it, and
I bought a car with tires one time.
and they retired them. Right? They retired.
I
Yes,
bought a
yes.
brand new car and it had old tires on it. It was terrible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. But even if you bought a used guitar, you can actually buy strings at the guitar center where you buy
Yes.
the guitar, and before you leave, in about 10 minutes, they will restring your guitar for you. I mean, that's
No.
I
What's
think
the
that's
sorcery you're talking of? This
I
is
know.
crazy.
Oh, I know.
There's no chance he went down to a guitar place. Zero.
No.
No. He said he
Zero.
learned how to do this himself. Listen, please listen.
Like
No, I didn't learn
when he
from
got the
he had
guitar
a
to
tutor.
begin with.
Oh no, somebody bought it for him. He would probably tell the
Absolutely.
guitar teacher, just get me the best acoustic guitar, that you can find for me.
Old string.
It was terrible. I'm like, they should have put. Sounds good.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if that's in tune.
That is not.
What do you mean? Oh, that's in tune.
Okay.
No.
Stop.
Out of tune?
I don't know. Fred would be better at this than I am.
Fred's asleep.
Yeah, slightly out. Sometimes they settle and they kind of go out of tune once they start stretching.
Oh, shut the fuck up,
Fred
Fred.
is lying.
Fred, you're lying.
Oh, Fred's still on the show? Eric?
Well, the thing is, they had to get Fred. Fred was on Facebook Marketplace, and they kind of disturbed him. So he's just like, yeah. They just go out of tune.
So, I know to be true the fact that you can either do nylon strings or you can do wire. You can do wire strings, especially on your acoustic guitar. Because I used to have an
Yes.
I had an Alvarez guitar, which required, I think it was 3 nylon strings,
Okay.
and the others, were whatchamacallit?
Steel.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on.
So you made it make nice sounds, unlike what we just heard from that.
Yes,
That
I
was,
made it make nice sounds. Well,
that was
because
awful.
when I first learned how to play guitar, which is not saying much because I still don't know how to play guitar, I didn't want to use a pick. I wanted to just do it with my fingers, and that's why. And I was using the Alvarez. It's just a Spanish guitar because I wanted that Spanish sound. But in my head, I could play much better than what it sounded like.
Yeah.
But such is life. I'm told that Xavier can play the guitar. I've never heard him actually, but I'm told that he actually
The little one. Right?
can play. He plays really, really good songs, though. He plays. Hi. Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know. Nothing at all. So still victory lapping Joe Biden, which everybody's pretty much forgotten this entire interview.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody even remembers that happened.
But the way this victory lap comes up is just, it's so perfectly Stern Show.
Yeah. It's the only,
Thanks for the report. Andrew, go ahead. In Washington.
Yeah, hey, good morning.
Buckle,
Morning,
Washington.
Hey, I'm definitely an independent, not a Republican, not a Democrat. After your interview with the president, it swayed me now. I'm definitely going to vote for Biden.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Wow. I mean, how long is he going to try to victory lap this? I mean, he's getting he got blasted when it came out.
But it's all over. It's all over.
And it's all over. I mean, literally
it's
got
like,
annihilated and it's over.
Listen, it's literally the exact same playbook. The last picture Beth took on Instagram yesterday, where she's in front of the mirror again, and she's just making it about like, oh, like I'm taking a cat picture, but it's just she's got a new dress, a new pair of shoes. You know, it's like it's the same thing. It's just thirsty, searching for compliments.
Yes.
That's
this
even newer one.
This picto is from today. Oh, yesterday. But funny is the
one
comment
yesterday she
right
had a blue
underneath.
dress on, and the caption something about the cat.
Read that lady, Irene Vayers.
I'm reaching
This is
out
hilarious.
for emotional support. My rescue Ben, who I got from a vet tech in Long Island in 2016, was limping this morning. He's been under the weather a few days, but other than that, he's been okay. Then I noticed a bump on his back by his tail. I don't think this is good. He's with me forever, but this worries me.
So look at my clutch.
Oh, you see the other one. No, go up, hit the other replies. The one.
And look at my purse. Look at my expensive
down there.
purse.
This one right there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Take him to his vet first thing tomorrow. Shh. Might you know of a low-cost vet clinic?
You know, not to point out the obvious, but she's always hiding the wonk.
Oh, that's
literally
the
last a million pictures she's taken. She's always hiding the wonk.
So yeah, looking at its purse, the retarded purse, look. Oh my, how much is that purse? Like $3,000.
Hold on, let's go and see.
And that's Florida. That's definitely Florida.
Yeah,
out by the gates.
Back in Florida.
That's out by the gates.
Now let me see. Can I transfer this? Yes, I can.
Ooh.
My taco favorite.
Fancy. Uh-oh. Do I have to use my phone?
Taco.
Taco. Burrito. Taco.
I think I broke Mo by reminding her of that song.
I hate it.
I think I did. That was a huge mistake.
No part of me. There's no part of me that likes this. I don't. So you can't copy.
Whatever. You know what?
Let's
just
let me take a picture of it and try. Hold on. I know I could just pull it up on my phone, but I was going to just.
But that's somehow supposed to be a post about a cat. Is that the takeaway?
No. What we're taking away here is. I don't know what we're taking away.
We're taking something away, but I don't know what it is at this point.
And nothing. I got nothing.
Can we talk about the old broad?
Here, but
I got nothing. Moving on. No, we're not going to talk about the old broad. We don't get to Beth until later in the show. But I promise you, before the end of the show, you will know how much that goddamn bag is.
Yeah, whatever.
So then Howard's talking about getting old and how pissy he's been about getting old. And here's when he mentions about.
Found it.
Hey, Sin Luhu.
Yeah. What you got? I got this. Let me just play.
Right.
Mr. Stern. Like I even noticed, like I was getting into you know that restaurant I took you to the other night? We went back there and I was struggling to get into my chair a little bit because the chair was tight to the table and I went, hope I don't fall and break my hip. You know, I mean, really. And now in the heat, if it's like a hot day and I go walking, I'm like, I think I don't have full balance. You know what I mean? It's like I'm elderly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He doesn't have full balance. See, that's the scary thing. I don't think people realize that he really doesn't have balance anymore. Like you know,
he's like an old Great Dane. He literally is. He's like an old Great Dane.
Oh my God. Yes, you are absolutely right. He just doesn't have the ability to.
But the bigger point of that is that this is where Robin came to Florida to have dinner last week. And that's the same restaurant. So it's obviously near his house, not that far away.
And he always goes to the same place.
Yeah, he always goes to the same place.
Just so you know, as suspected, it's a Logie Way bag.
Wept.
Cat bag.
Come on.
It's $952.
$1,000?
Of course it is.
Yes, it is.
You can get a really good pizza oven for that kind of money.
I can buy 2 pizza ovens for that kind of
No,
money.
actually, pizza ovens are actually shockingly expensive.
No, I actually found a really nice one for about $500.
Oh, did you? Oh, there you go.
Nonetheless, $952 for the low
That's
eBay bag.
insane.
Yes.
And what's the material about? Just out of curiosity.
It's a lambskin.
It's probably lamb, right? Like, they don't have rights.
Clutch, minimal modern twist.
Animal activists.
Embossed diagram, perfect types of closure, printed cat motive. It's interesting. It doesn't tell us.
They hide what it is.
Absolutely. It's absolutely,
it's probably lambskin. Yeah. Guarantees lambskin.
Because we don't care about the lambs. We just
animal activists.
Animal activist.
Yeah, and she made note of. Does everybody like my purse? It's so pretty.
She'll never use it again.
It's so cute.
It'll go at the bottom of the
she's worn that
drawer
before. I think she's worn it like twice or 3 times that I can recall.
Yeah.
I've already
for $1,000, dude.
I've already quoted that bag.
That's like a good pair of Pirelli tires, bro.
All right. I can get an entire toolbox for that amount of money.
Dude.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
You can get a short throw projector for that.
All right.
Got to strap on and go crazy for $1,000.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, my boys. Let's move on. So
hey, we're poor, okay?
Here's some fan feedback on the TiVo because everybody
Victory lap
complaining about this. Right, victory lap on the TiVo. Here we go.
Praise the Lord. Fan feedback. Every one of our fans wrote me that I should no longer be using TiVo. That this is very old technology. They're upset about Howard. Every provider these days has a DVR option, so you can pause live TV or record shows directly through that service. This is true of cable and streaming services. Having a TiVo in between just adds a layer of complexity that you don't need. Yeah, I think I'm turning into my parents being my age, and I don't want to give up my TiVo.
Give up your TiVo. I was going to ask you. So you think your cable is where you get your Netflix from?
Yeah, I guess
that's all running through TiVo.
No, not through TiVo. That isn't through TiVo. That's through Apple TV.
My head hurts now.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
That's
I know.
I no words. No words.
So what he's
some crazy shit right there.
I mean, King Craze. What he might do is this. Hang on.
Everyone's been telling me for years now that I should, whenever I want to watch a show, just go to YouTube TV. I have that, and
there's so many ways.
He has YouTube TV,
and he hasn't been using the DVR function.
He uses a TiVo. How's that even possible?
TV now. You never miss anything. You don't have
There's
to.
really no physical interface. How does that even work?
Are you listening to the elderly couple talk about?
I'm stupid enough as it is, man.
Come on, here we go.
I don't need to pile on any more stupid on my life.
There's so many ways to get TV now. You never miss anything. You don't have to really record anything if you don't want to. And you have the opportunity to record even on cable. So you don't need a TV.
Cable.
Yeah, I gotta check out that YouTube TV.
You don't even really need you get it all on cable. I don't understand. It's cable. Cable is the future.
Yeah.
Why aren't you using your cable? Why?
All I know is I just set up my YouTube TV and I say record something, and it records and it records.
And when Robin's the semi voice of reason,
that's scary.
That's much. I bet Robin still has spinning hubcaps on her car. That's how
absolutely
outdated she is.
Buffering.
Curb feelers. It has curb feelers.
Yeah,
curb feelers.
Just a quick.
Do you remember those? You little kid, you would go up to him and go bang, bang, bang.
Just a quick side note: The Fall Guy, which Emily Bland promoted last week on the Howard Stern Show, opened for $28 million.
And they had low expectations of the 30s, and they didn't even do that.
So, this thing is going to lose probably $100 million.
Well, awesome. We were talking to. When's the last time someone actually came in, either through a streaming show or a TV show or anything, that there was any sort of correlation of success from being on
None.
the Stern Show.
None.
Literally, you know what? Literally, like Iron Man 2 was the last time they had someone
that
that
was like
had any
2012.
sort of success, and even that wasn't really like related to the Stern Show. But literally, like we're just thinking, okay, who's the last time someone came in? And literally, Iron Man 2, I think, was the last one.
And you know what? You know what really going to kill this movie? The Planet of the Apes movie is coming out next week.
Oh yeah, it's going to have one of those
crash
70-80% drop off. From
I know, but what they're saying here is that typically this is the kind of movie that you'd find in like August, or like.
But they have nothing to. They have nothing to put out.
Yeah.
There is not a lot out there.
There's nothing.
Yeah, we're in a really dead zone. Movies are really a dying breed. It's scary.
Well, remember the writers went and played Harry Carey by going on strike at the worst possible time ever to ensure they won't have work anymore. Congratulations, you guys are idiots.
Holy shit! Is tonight? Oh my god!
Tonight's Monday.
Did we forget that tonight was?
What's that?
Holy shit! I cannot believe that I'm just thinking about this right now.
What?
I think we forgot about the Met Gala.
Yeah, Met Gala's going on right now without Beth.
Oh my god! I'm gonna lose sleep.
Oh my god! I can't believe I missed this.
You'll see all the ugly dresses tomorrow.
Oh Jesus!
That's like me missing Taco Tuesday.
That's like me missing Prince Spaghetti Night. Okay,
cancel 2024.
Well, this
we're done.
If you were wondering.
No, we're not.
I'm gonna have to come back to this. All right, sorry guys, I did not do a thread on this. I cannot believe I missed out on this. Fuck. All right,
but if protesters, they'll make it fun.
move on.
Arnold says this protesters. Excellent.
Stupid show. All right, so then Nikki Glaser. So for those of you who don't know who Nikki Glaser is,
she's a desperate comedian.
She's a comedian.
Well, we
Mo
use that
forgot
loosely.
the TiVo it.
Yeah, set your TiVo up.
Yeah. So I forgot to TiVo it. Yes. And
you might still TiVo it right now. Just go
actually on your phone and have your
click
YouTube
on it,
TV
click the little
do
check
it.
mark, and it'll record the whole thing for you.
Howard. Wow, go fuck you.
Yeah.
Is there even a channel that it's on? No,
I have no idea.
The little magnifying glass. Type in Gala and something will pop up.
No, but it's not a thing. It's really just the entry.
Doesn't E do that kind of shit?
It's just the entrance. That's all that matters. I can catch it on Twitter. Nobody knows what goes on inside the Met Gala. You're not allowed.
They're not allowed in.
You're not allowed to take anything. There's nothing is ever spoken about it. It's just what happens.
So I bet that's where they slaughter the baby lambs.
All right, Alex Jones. Okay.
Didn't she wear like a Marilyn Monroe's dress last year and destroy or something like that?
Split it. Yes. So here's Nikki Glaser. If you missed her yesterday, a lot of people were really into it. Gavin McGinnis is the name of the guy who I thought that other guy looked like, because I'm looking at this guy's name is McGavin. So, okay, this is her talking about Tom.
Tom also lost $30 million in crypto. Tom, how did you fall for that? I mean, even Gronk was like, "Me know that not real money."
Me know that not real money.
Stand up. Come on, Hart. Stand up. Oh, you are.
So apparently this went over really big.
Yes.
Let me see if I can get her. Let me see.
There she is right there.
No, I know. I don't want her though. I just want
You retired, then you came back, and then you retired again. I mean, I get it. It's hard to walk away from something that's not your pregnant girlfriend. It's tough. Hey, to be fair, he didn't know she was pregnant. He just thought she was getting fat. And Tom hates fat. I mean, do you guys know about his diet program? It is so strict, but if you follow it exactly as he does, you too can lose your family. And seriously, you can lose so much family.
So this is where you're coming from, and then let's talk about her on the show.
Tell me when she's telling jokes.
So Nikki Glaser is your classic. Excuse me. Nikki Glaser is your classic.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir. Is your classic comedian in that her take on everything is very sexual, very kind of bordering on it, incredibly.
How about desperate horror? That's what it borders on. Okay, desperate horror.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, let's just be blunt about it. I mean, she just screams desperation to get noticed. Screams desperation.
So here she is on anal.
So gross. But when you take a really satisfying number 2, I don't know why I'm censoring myself now. Remember, you know how sometimes it makes your eyes cross. It feels so good. It feels almost a little bit orgasmic. That's what it feels like when you get past the idea of there's shit. I could be pooping on this man right now. When you really are comfortable enough in a relationship and with the process to prepare for it.
How much preparation time do you put in? What's the prep time?
Well, with my boyfriend now, I kind of just wing it. I'm like, I'm probably good, because if anything happens, he's so cool and it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of.
Okay, so she started off with talking about.
Yeah, she went hard early, and it was
hard early. So
and if you notice, she's talking really fast, like she did an 8-ball.
Okay. Just remember that this interview started at 6 o'clock LA time.
Yeah.
And she was just on a roll. I mean,
oh yeah, I bet an 8-ball. I mean a roll, yes.
So Dennis.
What?
Dennis.
Huh?
Dennis. So here she is talking about being all of a sudden hot. And she goes into this weird rants, and I have a few of them. 1, 2, 3. I have quite a few of them, but a little flying too close to Howard's anorexic son in a lot of cases. So let's talk about her being all of a sudden hot and why that was. And again, hot is subjective, so let's go with that.
A spray tan. This is hair extensions. This is eyelash extensions. I don't get recognized without all this shit on me.
But Nikki, what is going on?
I don't identify as a hot girl.
But what is going on with your hotness? Because I notice you're getting hotter and hotter. I'm looking at you now. You do not look like the girl even a year or two ago that I.
Oh, really?
Something's happening.
Filler.
What is filler? You
I did a little filler. I did. Yeah, you get it. Like I got a little on my chin. I get on my cheeks. I did it years ago and then I stopped. And then, so I got a little. I went a little. It's a little much, but I did some in my cheeks. Like I would say 3 weeks ago. Some in my chin. I get Botox. I get facials. I do like a thing where they put Botox above your lip and it flips it up.
You made your lips
like
bigger. I knew. Yeah, I thought your mouth looked.
Well, I had I don't know what's going on. I did not put filler in my lips. I did it that maybe 5 years ago. I haven't.
What about your teeth? They're perfect now. I mean, they're perfect.
Oh,
Were
teeth,
they always
I got
this perfect?
Invisalign.
Yeah,
look
at you.
I fixed them. I thought they were fine before, and then that really takes it up a notch. Yeah, I didn't do veneers, but I did Invisalign.
Well, your teeth are magnificent. The mouth now with the lips
white
and the
strips.
Wow.
It's exhausting, Howard. It's like the spray tans and the makeup. You have to get up and do that 3 hours ahead of anything you do, and
so she's
that's her best day.
Best moment, her best day. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I think is funny? That Howard pretended he didn't know what filler was when he.
Yeah, I know that. I caught that this morning.
I mean, come on, between him and Beth and Beth's grandma, come on, bro, come on.
I mean, because Howard had all the filler done and all before AGT. He had all that, and he had the microabrasion and all that stuff done.
No joke. We did a thing on RadioGunk.com/forums about a month ago where we compared Beth to Odo from Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
That's how her face was just, it looked like she's got stung by bees for real. Her face was just so puffy and just, yeah.
But Howard doesn't know from any of this stuff because
he doesn't know about hair extensions either.
He's never. Oh, she admitted all that stuff and
whatever. I mean, whatever.
I mean, if that's what it takes for you.
She's doing like the whole Amy Schumer ripoff thing. Like, I'm a slut. I'm this. I'm real. I keep it real.
But the thing is, it's honestly, if you just had a transcript, you would have thought and not know who it was. You would have thought Beefus was talking because it's exactly what Beefus does. the fillers, all the hair extension, the spray tan, all these different things
you
for
know what?
vanity.
Whatever. If that makes her happy, that's cool. But don't come across like you don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Exactly.
My wife's breasts are real, Robin.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, somewhere down there, the real ones are there.
Exactly. They're really there somewhere.
If you look at
they're
Beth's
in there.
nose when they first started dating and the Beth knows now, it's like a totally different person.
Yeah. All right. I don't think she changed her nose, Beth.
Bro,
actually.
you know what? Listen.
Yes, it did.
It doesn't seem like it. But go
did.
back to when they're first like look up Howard's girlfriend, like in the whatever the year they
It was
started.
more
And then you
bulbous.
look at her profile if you can
Yeah.
find one, and look at the one now. It's not the same nose.
It's a ball.
I made a GIF about that. I made a Beth GIF. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Real quick.
Something was going on.
I made a Beth GIF where I did her face over the course of like a bunch of years. I'm gonna find it for us.
Sure. I mean, not to find it now, but I'm just saying.
Because that nose did change. It had its Polish nose, and then it cut it down.
No,
monkey business happened to that face.
Definitely got her eyes done because she used to have raccoon eyes.
Now she has Chinese eyes.
And now she has Chinese eyes. So that definitely changed. But I
The
don't.
nose changed too, and the nostrils got bigger for some reason. I
do
don't
not
know
believe
why.
it to be true. I do not
And
believe.
you know what? Once again, good for her, but don't act like I'm above that.
You don't do anything.
Well,
yeah,
her talking, it's not her talking though. It's him who's had than her.
Yeah, he's had he has fillers on those cheeks. He's had work on that chin.
Yes. So let's talk about anorexia for a second, because
yes,
this one apparently went way too deep into the anorexia curve, and apparently by the time she was 18, she's like 5'9" or something, and she was like under 100 pounds. She was like 90 pounds or something.
Oh, that's hot.
To Howard, it is.
I want a date with this guy.
She wanted a date.
He's way out of my league, and he actually kind of liked me, and so I got so nervous about it. I didn't eat all day. So the next day, I got some girl was like that. I've always wanted her attention. Was like, Nikki, you look amazing. And really, when I don't eat in one day, like my face it goes away in my face quicker than anywhere. It happens all the time when I get nervous. I can't eat because of nerves. And then people go, you look great. And I go, I do? What did I do yesterday? And I go, oh, I didn't eat. Well, I'm still kind of feeling nervous and not that hungry because this guy, I'll just keep this going. And then I just was, it was the first thing I was ever good at. First thing I was ever like actually good at was like not eating. And I had obviously before.
But just so you know, this is her. That's what she used to look like.
She actually looked better then.
Yeah, she looked like a normal person.
I wish I could be in a
better.
I had to diet and stuff in high school. But it just worked for me. And I was hot in high school for like a week. And then we graduated and I was hospitalized like within
oh my God.
I mean, it was bad. Yeah. I was fainting and I was my pulse was so low. I was about to die. I mean, I really was. And so I was hospitalized. I was put in a psych ward because that's where they throw you when you have it's a psychotic illness. And so
if you have medical insurance.
Yes.
So you don't have medical insurance, you're fine. Get the F out of our hospital.
You should be happy.
Here's a Tic Tac. Go away.
Though, I mean, this whole God, I mean,
you know what she looks like? She looks like those adult movies where the
hello.
Oh my God. The thing is though, in the old days, Fred would have played the saber dance with the way she was talking.
Absolutely.
Because honestly, I mean, good God, there's a lot of stimulants going on in that bloodstream. A lot of stimulants.
Here's a little flying too close to the sun, though. I thought this was
I love the flying too close to the sun.
It's horrible because first of all, everyone thinks you're doing it to be hot.
Right.
And it's not even about that anymore. You're just fucking stuck. You're cold all the time. Your ass hurts because you have no fat on it. So you're sitting on bones constantly. You look like shit. Everyone hates you. You wear baggy clothes. You're not even showing off your body because you're trying to hide it.
Yeah. What did you weigh at that point?
Like they stopped weighing me because it became like then you start paying attention to numbers. But I got under. I mean, I'm 5'9", and I got probably in the mid 95 range, which is just. Really,
you don't think that's hot?
I was gonna die. I mean, I felt my heart giving out. I felt my bones cracking, and I wanted to. Every night, I would pray to die in my sleep because, you know when you're like a little hungry. I know you know that lifestyle. Like you're so everything sucks. You have no focus. That was me for a year of that when it was
in any other world. He would have said 5'9", 95 pounds was hot. Any other world.
Absolutely.
You didn't ask her if she had tits and a belly like he does, because it's the same diet. I mean, she literally described the two of them. That one sentence was the two of them.
Always cold.
Always cold.
Did Beth come downstairs for this?
No.
Do you eat gummy bears?
I eat cereal all the time.
I eat sugar smacks. Do you eat sugar smacks? I eat sugar smacks.
They're so delicious. I could eat.
It sounds good. I can eat balls of them.
All of them. It's so delicious. I had some Joe Bazooka the other day.
There was a picture of Beth. You guys, we were kind of joking about it, but here she is. Hang on, let me
read the caption. It's all about the kitty cat. Yeah. Okay.
The outfit approved.
See what I mean? Just say, don't I look cute? I mean, just be honest, for fuck's sake. I'm fishing for a compliment.
Wow, it's yeah.
No, I just want you guys to study, because look at the fake tits.
They're sagging down to his belly now.
Because she's so skinny, that's all you see. All you see are these protruding like boulders.
Exactly.
Chest.
That are hanging, that are
And she's
without any
always hiding
support,
that
hanging
one.
down
Look,
to the belly button.
look how she strategically puts her eyes.
Yes.
She closes her eyes and then she hides one. Always hiding the two eyes. Always.
Yes.
We will never see her two eyes ever again at the same time, same place.
I mean, it's a skeleton with boobs.
It really is. I had a picture up on our
Oh,
website.
yeah, the old lady.
Which this is definitely what she's got. Let me see if I can find that really quickly.
Because that's Beefus in 20 years. 100% is Beefus in 20 years.
Yes, absolutely. I love saying that. Here she is. Ready, everyone?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Let me get there. This is frightening. Here we go. Okay. This is Beth in 20 years. So Skeletor that the
Dude. What?
And the saline bags are just hanging there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna look like. That is what it looks like.
That's gnarly, bro. Put on a t-shirt, lady.
That is what it looks like.
No, put on a burlap sack,
Ooh.
please. Just cover up. Please,
Ooh.
dear God, cover up.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Right?
please stop.
All right,
Please stop. Jesus wept.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus wept kills me. All right, so here she is. On her weight. Here she is on her weight now. Okay, this is how psychotic she still is. Like, seriously. So that was her talking about when she was like 18, 19, 20 years old. This is her today. Listen.
And like, that's what I tell myself now when I gain a little bit of weight and I start freaking out. And you go, you gain a little weight and suddenly you're like, okay, well, now I'm just obese, which is in my head
really?
is
a
horrible thing when it's really it's not. Everyone in my life would still love me, but I can always go back to being anorexic. I did it again. I can do it again. And it's deeply uncomfortable, but I'm strong and I can survive uncomfortable things. Like last night I was having a really, I wasn't even going to talk about, but I had a really bad I was looking at footage from the roast, which I don't like to even look at myself. And I just was like, I didn't like the way I looked in something. I think the night just went too well. And that voice needed to come in and say, what went wrong? What could you have done better? What did you let yourself down? And it was like something with this is insane. And we don't even need to get into it because it could have been anything. It was like my eye makeup. And I was just like, why didn't I do a different eyelash? Like, I'm in bed crying last night. Crying. And my boyfriend's like holding the best night of my career ever. I don't think it'll ever be topped. I literally I don't see how it could be. And I'm fine with that. And I couldn't, and I'm crying last night. Could not get to sleep because of my eyelash. Like, that's insane. And my boyfriend's like, and then what helped me calm down was he reminded me it's in the past. You cannot change it. Everything's fine. There's nothing you could have done differently that was going to happen that way. And tomorrow you can pick out a different eyelash.
Wow. I think the eyelash is the least of the problems in that picture.
Yeah.
There's so much.
She looks like a just regular broad to me, man.
No, she looks like an anorexic broad that's trying really
They all
hard.
kind of look the same like that in the show business.
I mean, but with the hair looks flat. It's not very flattering, and really way too much makeup. Way too much makeup.
Here she is today. Here we go. Hang on.
It just seems like she's fishing for compliments.
So many. I
Oh,
brought
absolutely.
today. Thank you all for being here tonight and taking some time away from cheating on your wives. Hey, it's not their fault. It's their wives' fault for aging naturally. I was gonna say first I'd like to say that the proceeds from tonight's show will it's really cool tonight. They're all the proceeds are going towards CTE research and the NFL's coordinated effort to cover it up. People don't know, but it costs millions to murder those doctors who know the truth.
Wow. And this is the highlight of her career. Yeah.
Thank you, 15 cents. You really got to hand it to Kevin Hart because he can't reach. No, Kevin, I love you. No one works harder than this man. Do you know that every morning Kevin wakes up at 4 a.m. to make a shitty movie? No, I love your movies, or as I call them, short films. No, I'm kidding. I hate them. No, sorry, Kevin. I don't mean to belittle you, but you be little, man. Like, you're a tiny guy. Kevin is 5'2", 150 pounds, 155 after The Rock finishes, but... Thank you. You're his favorite fleshlight.
So that's how that went. That's
Best
how
night of her life.
that
Biggest night of her life.
how that
You know, a football roast, Artie would have been great.
Artie would have been phenomenal.
In the old days, he would have just killed.
Yeah.
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 So of course Howard, when she's talking about what a tortured girl she is, because obviously she's fucked up
Like him, because he's a tortured girl.
but he empathizes with it.
Absolutely.
I was playing it back. I saw the pained look on your face. I'm talking about some of the jokes and I said to myself, just in this moment, I said, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I can't bear to hear myself on the radio. Every time I hear it, I go, I fucked that all up. I sucked. I could have been funnier. I could have been better. I could have
No, he
been
doesn't.
whatever it is. It's
No, he
a
doesn't.
voice that enters your head. And
Yeah, see,
I
now
like how you look at it.
Not you.
He's like the one guy in the old girls' school who starts cutting because his girlfriend is.
So, all right. So this goes all against everything he's ever said about when he's riding in the back of his car, listening to the greatest show ever, which was the last show he did. That has been a comment on this show many a time in the last 10 years.
Yes.
That he's listened to his show and the show sounds phenomenal.
Yes.
And you're right about that. He is the dude in the school that starts cutting because the girl he likes starts cutting.
Exactly.
He wants to be the pretty girl, and it's not working.
Yes.
I read that Jerry Seinfeld said to you that he said, Nikki, I'm a fan
of comedy.
Sometimes I just put you on YouTube when I want to laugh. Now that's the ultimate compliment from a master at his craft. And yet, it almost doesn't.
But I
sink
tricked
in.
him, Howard.
Yeah. Right.
I tricked him. That's what I convinced myself of. There's some people, you, Conan, Seinfeld, you guys thinking I'm funny. I can't really argue with it because I, know your taste level, and I'm I really can't dispute it. I don't think I tricked you. I don't think I tricked Jerry or Conan. But there is a tiny part of me that goes, well, maybe I just was nice to them in a way that I don't whatever that there's some manipulation that I did.
Oh, shut up, psycho!
He's just fishing for compliments.
Oh,
that's all it is. It's a thirst trap, as these kids say these days. It's a thirst trap.
So as I was looking up whether or not, in fact, Jennifer Lopez was going to be on Wednesday, because of course we had no mention today. But I found this article, which I thought was interesting. Why Nikki Glaser had to mute Jennifer Lopez on social media. Why? Why, you sick fuck? Why?
Why?
She's someone I have to mute constantly because I'm so triggered by how much she works and how much she always looks great when she's doing everything that she's doing. And she's so multi-talented. I really have to mute her, the comic said.
Wait. Nikki Glaser's only 36?
This is not today.
How long ago is this?
This is
4 years ago? She's 40? I thought she was like 50. I thought she was like 48, 49.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like some broads I know that are 48, 49.
Yeah.
I mean, she does not look good for her age. That ain't good. You're 40 and you look like that. That's not good. Oh well.
Glaser previously came under fire from Taylor Swift fans after her comments about the singer's body were used in the Miss Americana documentary. Swift 30 revealed in the Netflix film that she also struggled with an eating disorder while on the 1989 world tour. Glaser issued a 305-word apology.
That was the year she was born.
She was born. That's what the tour was called. Saying this quote should be used
okay.
projection in Psych 101 textbooks. If you're familiar with my work at all, you know I can talk openly about battling some kind of eating disorder for the past 17 years. I was probably feeling fat that day and was jealous. And I was only bothered by her model friends because I'd like to be her friend and I'm not a model.
Good Lord, I'm gonna vomit. Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
Pathetic.
Wow.
It's actually pathetic.
She is.
It's pathetic. It really is. It's yeah.
She is a pathetic individual. I got to bring it up during the mockery thread this morning. She is literally just a girl always looking for some sort of attention.
Yeah.
Good or bad, it doesn't matter as long as it's attention.
Very, very needy. So of course they go down this horrible Jennifer Lopez hated her South Park portrayal so much she had people fired. And somebody would say taco taco, and she would have them fucking fired. She would have them fired.
Wow. 100% that's her.
Oh God, I love that so freaking much. Yeah. So apparently a couple of people got fired for it, and
oops.
Although, you know what, that's on them because come on, if you're ever around her, she has no sense of humor.
No.
She's a sea monkey to the nth degree.
She's on another level.
What part of you thinks that?
So you have to remember that Trey Parker wore the J-Lo dress.
Yes, he. Oh my God, what a set on him!
The year
wow,
he wore it because why not? Because why not? Right? Yeah, that was like a dress that really got her. Oh, stop with the Met! Damn you,
TiVo.
There's nothing to TiVo.
TiVo.
He wore that, and then he basically said that she banged into him or something. Jennifer Lopez, we saw Jennifer Lopez at a party. She walked past me and pushed me.
But I think the story behind that is that they were on shrooms that night.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like on shrooms.
You know, if you're putting that dress on,
nominated for the Oscar, like in '97 or something like that.
Xavier, if you're wearing that dress, you better be on shrooms.
Yeah, well,
commentary track.
They're funny guys.
The commentary track for South Park season 7, Parker and Stone discussed a rumor they heard about the fallout of taco flavored kisses. As the former explained, I heard from some friends that were on the set of a Jennifer Lopez movie that she was doing. They said that when she walked by, some of the lower people, like the PAs, would say, "Ooh, tacos! I love tacos." Unsurprisingly, they started to take the mockery. She got so mad, had to fire people. But she kept hearing it in the distance. I love everything about it. I love torturing her. And then, of course, just for fun, just for shits and giggles, let's just take a look at this. Hold on.
He looks so miserable. Holy Jesus, he looks miserable.
He looks so miserable.
Oh my God.
Special.
He wants to go find the first Hooters waitress he could find.
How funny is that? How fucking funny is that?
Oh.
Hates her.
Oh my God, that's pure hate. That's pure hate. I love it. I love every second of that.
And here comes Puzzle. Here comes Puzzle.
Well, that's Puzzle's bum.
Puzzle bum. All right, let's move on.
Getting ready now.
Let me see.
Here it is. She's getting in position.
Okay,
She's
well,
settling in.
she's a little late. Did you tell her that we're almost done with
She was on my lap the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
She was being very friendly.
Who, Jennifer Lopez?
Yes, and Puzzle. They both were.
Yeah, just so you know, just so you guys all know, Jared is still alive, and he sent some pictures of his initial cancer. And again, as much as I love talking about this, I felt like it just
talking. That's kind of morbid.
Just kind of brought the vibe of the show down just a snurch the other day. So we'll save this for like Wednesday. If J-Lo doesn't show up, you know I'm going to go.
I don't think she's coming on. So
no, I'm not going to do pictures. He sent me pictures, but I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you, I'm not going to do it. I promise you.
Good.
Because it was a little rough to look at. Not going to lie. And you know, when somebody emails you, there's no spoiler tag. So there's that. So here's the end of the show, and this will be the end of our show as well. So here we go.
Don't they understand that I'm just trying to make people laugh in their car? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want everyone to laugh. But you know, it can wreak havoc in your personal life, and
yes,
when you have a family and stuff, it's hard. It really is. It's a tough road, but you've done it. I want to congratulate you on the new stand-up special. Someday You'll Die. Someday You'll Die. Premieres on HBO this Saturday at 10 p.m. You know, I love Nikki, and you can see Nikki on her Live and Unwell tour. For tickets and tour dates, go to nikkiglaser.com. Hear Nikki on Comedy Central Radio, Channel 95. She'll be banging Tom Brady pretty soon. It seems like that's in the works also.
That's on the agenda.
Absolutely. And
I said goodbye to him last night. He goes, "Good luck." And I go, "Okay, I guess that's not going to happen."
I guess that date ain't happening.
Everything in your life.
Nikki, thanks for doing this today. You look great. Your eyelashes look great. I want you to go home and feel confident. You look fabulous.
Oh my God. Even this morning, I said you were stunning.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh,
You
thank
could get
you
Robin.
so much, Robin. That means so
All right,
much to
Nikki.
me.
Well,
Love
have
you
a
guys.
great
Thank
day, and know you stole the
will.
show last night. All right, Nikki Glaser, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
No promotion for Kate Hudson tomorrow either.
Well,
it stopped. I mean, literally, all of a sudden he cut off J-Lo first, and then now there's no promotion for anybody the rest of the week. It's so weird. It's almost like how you're not supposed. It's how you don't do show business.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason he kept on mentioning Nikki Glaser is they got paid a lot of money to do all those commercials for that stupid roast.
Build up was like.
Do you think tomorrow he'll talk about how many rebounds J-Lo got during the game last night?
J-Lo.
I wonder if she was at the Met Gala tonight. I don't know.
I guarantee she was. Guarantee.
I can't believe I missed that.
But you know, the Nikki Glaser victory lap tomorrow is going to be absolutely painful.
We got letters about Nikki.
Oh, we got lots of letters.
Real. She was so authentic. You know.
Yes.
She's so real.
You know, I wasn't gonna vote for Nikki until I heard her on the Stern Show.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, I never knew Nikki Glaser's comedy, but then she was on your show. Now I'm a huge fan. I've watched every one of her specials since yesterday.
I bought tickets. Exactly. They should make it a bit where surprised about the guest. Yeah, it's J-Lo. Yes, this is true. This is true.
I mean, there's no way.
So, like Jeremy just pointed out, did Robin cry at the end of this interview too?
No.
Now you heard what she did.
No. The funny thing is, she would say something acknowledging Robin, and they were turning Robin's mic on for like a minute. Robin would say something, and then they would turn the mic off completely again, and then she'd go away.
Yeah,
and it was so bizarre. Like literally, just leave her on. because Nikki Glaser's been on a few times in studio, and no Robin is there. She knows she's there.
Right.
And it's like so weird to leave the mic off. It's like she knows she's there. She's addressed her several times.
The whole thing is weird. The whole dynamic now is weird. I was trying to find something else that may have been part of the Stern Show interview, because the only thing about Nikki that I saw was that. Let me just see really quickly here if I have anything else from Stern Show. Here are the jokes Nikki Glaser didn't tell you. Okay. Nikki tells about awkward Jeff Ross. Yeah, Jeff Ross kind of, that was an awkward joke. Let's play that moment.
Oh, yes.
I always love asking you, were there jokes you left out of your set in the roast of Tom Brady?
Many.
Oh,
Yeah, so many.
So many.
What, the funny ones?
Here we go. Yep.
I'm dying to ask you this question. Jeffrey Ross got up again, he was brilliant. He made a joke, a massage joke, to the owner of the Patriots, Bob Kraft. Yeah. And Tom Brady gets up and says, "Hey, man, cut that shit out," or something like that. Was that for real, or was he joking?
I believe that was for real, because I think that, based on the little knowledge I have of it, I think Robert Kraft was not a confirmed guest to be there. I didn't know he was going to be there until I was there. I knew everyone.
So if you wanted to hear that whole thing, what's his name? Jeffrey Ross?
Jeffrey Ross, yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
The one funny joke of the night.
Yes. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry, the sound is not my fault.
Would you like a massage? I love Robert Kraft. I love that shit again. Okay. He's having. He said,
"Don't say that shit again." So yeah, they just.
So, because during the show, he asked Nikki what was off limits, and it was just she said only Tom's children. Bullshit. Robert Kraft was off. His hair plugs were off.
Yes.
Kind of a lot of his. Those were the big things, though. The hair plugs and Kraft were the two big things, though. And I mean, not to make fun of that hair that got thicker and thicker as it got older, come on. And it looks like a Ken doll.
He looks like handsome Squidward is what they. If you look up handsome Squidward and Tom Brady, they're identical.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's a good hair transplant. I mean,
I understand that, but you know what? In a roast, that's not off limits. I'm sorry. Everybody notices it. Please.
You know what? They were able to do what is it? Handsome what?
Handsome Squidward. Like squid, then word. They'll pop up.
Oh my God.
Put him and Tom Brady in the search, and you'll see the people do the side by side.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Tom Brady.
Frightening. Right up.
He looks just like him.
He's one procedure away from handsome Squidward. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you put some hair plugs on handsome Squidward, and he's
dude.
Tom Brady.
All right. Okay. Well, that just about wraps up our show for tonight.
Except for Squidward never put his phone in a shredder when he was being investigated.
So tomorrow we may or may not have Kate Hudson, who thinks she can sing. Oh, we skipped over Nikki Glaser.
I know. I know. I didn't want to get
so horrible and auto-tuned.
Every other 16-year-old on TikTok who thinks that they're going to be famous.
Exactly. Full auto-tune. just so terrible. And it's like she was so proud of herself. I'm like, okay.
Oh, and he was too. He was like,
oh, he was super proud. Oh my God.
And then he asked her the question about whether or not she learned how to play guitar. She's like, yeah, I took a couple lessons, but then I just figured it out for myself and then started doing it too. He hates that. He hates everything about the fact that people can actually do that. So yeah. Would I do him? Yes. Tom Brady? Yes, I would absolutely do him. Yes. Yes. Duh. Handsome Squidward? Yes, absolutely. People. Okay, that's it. That's all we got.
That's it. Thank God.
We'll come back to Dennis and his DJ Classic Garage.
I got something big tomorrow. Big.
Yeah, yo.
All right, something big tomorrow. So we will discuss
like a turbo diesel.
If that's okay with you.
Hemi.
Robin did have her mic on to praise Nikki's song. That's exactly right. I forgot.
Yes, it was weird.
Yeah, this is one of those days. All right, I have to go upstairs and start looking at the Met Gala and create a thread on RadioGunk.com. So thank you so much for liking and subscribing and doing all that fun stuff. And we hope that you enjoyed tonight's show.
Hi, guys.
We talk to you anon. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.